Socialite, royal disruptor, most forgiving wife alive, Sarah Ferguson is many things to many people, but she's only one thing to King Charles III, an embarrassment. Pre-Jeffrey Epstein and the inability to sweat while dancing, Prince Andrew was considered the noble catch of the day. The royal spare operated a revolving door of high society beauties, and his amorous antics earned him numerous nicknames. At various points in time, Andrew was the party prince, his royal heartthrob, and the playboy prince. One old Daily Mail headline read, "Randy Andy and his web of arm candy." In hindsight, it's all a little unsettling.
It was almost impossible for me to sweat.
After he met Sarah Ferguson, however, Andrew's so-called gallery of crumpets evaporated. Ferguson was used to elite life at the time. Her father, Major Ronald Ferguson, was Charles's polo manager. But after hooking up with Andrew, she shot up the social ladder. A Vanity Fair article at the time explained, "Fergie, as she's known to her friends, is a jolly nice girl, supremely suited to the role of second-string daughter-in-law, horsey, bouncy, with an unthreatening IQ." Initially, that's how the public, royals, and press viewed her. However, a string of salacious scandals and humiliating escapades quickly changed the public perception. You'd be hard-pushed to pick just one of Sarah Ferguson's most controversial moments, but being snapped having her toes sucked by a Texan millionaire just months after splitting from Andrew has to be a serious contender. After these pictures were published, Ferguson became a royal persona non grata and a significant source of embarrassment to the firm. The scandal is also one of the reasons why King Charles supposedly isn't a fan of the Duchess of York. Ferguson and King Charles have known each other for years. In fact, her father had worked for the Duke of Edinburgh before becoming Charles' polo manager. After several embarrassing scandals of his own, the galloping Major was forced to exit royal life. Still, Charles expressed his remorse following the Major's death in 2003, which is more than he's shown for Ferguson since she split from Prince Andrew.
Boom.
Notably, Ferguson was absent from Prince William and Princess Catherine's wedding in 2011, and, according to the Daily Mail, Prince Harry had to battle his father over Ferguson attending his wedding to Meghan Markle. However, Charles firmly insisted Ferguson couldn't attend the evening reception he paid for. A source at the time said, "Charles simply doesn't have time for her." At another point, Charles allegedly became furious at reports Ferguson was reuniting with his brother. A source told The Sun, "Charles is not okay with Fergie. He can't stand her in reality. He thinks she's brought embarrassment to the royal family in the past." The source also blamed Ferguson's close relationship with Princess Diana as another source of ire for Charles. He also allegedly finds Ferguson's love of making a quick buck distasteful. The source claimed, "The fear with her is that she will never stop promoting herself and looking for ways to make money off her royal position." Given King Charles III's feelings, pundits were shocked at Sarah Ferguson's surprise invitation to the Queen's funeral. Charles was clearly in a benevolent mood, as he had also allowed his disgraced brother to wear full military attire and stand vigil next to their mother's coffin. However, Charles' compassion for Ferguson was short-lived, as she reportedly won't attend his coronation ceremony on May 6th. One royal expert said Charles' decision to exclude Ferguson was extremely wise, as she's been an embarrassment to the royal family for many years. Another claimed Ferguson's attendance would provoke critical comment, which Charles doesn't need. Presumably, though, Andrew's sexual assault accusations aren't enough of an embarrassment to exclude him. He'll be front and center along with daughters Beatrice and Eugenie. Meanwhile, despite divorcing in 1996, Andrew and Ferguson continue cohabitating at their family home in Windsor. In 2016, Ferguson told an Australian radio station,
I think the great thing is that we absolutely are the most extraordinary example of a unified family.
She also confessed to occasionally sneaking a peek at their wedding video, readily admitting that Andrew is the finest man in her life.